Heat ripples off the desert floor. On the north ridge, the Turkish army stands in rigid formation, their armor gleaming in the sun. On the south ridge, the Afghan warriors wait, robes fluttering in the wind, curved scimitars drawn. The Turkish commander orders the infantry forward. The ground shakes. The Afghans don't meet them head-on. They deploy a nimble cavalry unit to the flank, refusing to engage in a trench war. A Turkish lieutenant makes a grave error, shifting his shield wall to the right, leaving a gap in the king's defense. A chaotic melee ensues in the center. Swords clash. A Turkish pasha charges, but is quickly surrounded and cut down by Afghan infantry. The Afghan Khan sees the battlefield is becoming a bloodbath. He signals the retreat to fortify. The entire Afghan command center shifts to the rocky peaks. They are dug in. Their heavy cannons are now aimed directly down the valley at the Turkish camp. The Turkish Sultan, seeing this, retreats to his own bunker on the same side. Now, the two kings face each other across the valley, eye to eye. There will be no peace. The Turks try to clear the debris in front of their sultan, but in their haste, they collapse their own outer wall. The dust settles, and suddenly, the Turkish sultan is exposed. High on the ridge, an Afghan marksman locks onto his target. He takes the shot. The bullet whizzes past the sultan's ear. Panic! The Turkish sultan dives behind a crumbling stone pillar, shaking in the dust. The Afghan noose tightens. A Turkish cavalry general sees glory. He thinks the Afghan lines are weak. He charges forward, screaming a war cry, galloping to the ridge. He doesn't see it. The Afghan champion steps out from the shadows. There is no break in stride. With a single stroke, the blade decapitates the Turkish horseman. The Turkish army gasps. They have thrown away their best defender. The Afghans launch the all-out assault. A relentless Afghan knight breaches the enemy's line. Behind him, the massive Afghan heavy cannon rumbles forward, smashing into the barricade. The Turks try a desperate counterattack, launching a volley of arrows at the Afghan Khan. The Khan simply brushes the arrows off his shoulder. He doesn't even look back. He knows his warriors have already won. The Turkish Sultan is cornered in the corner of the courtyard. The Afghan heavy cannon is right in his face. Suddenly, the heavy cannon moves aside. Standing at the top of the stairs is the Afghan champion. He has a heavy ballista aimed directly at the Sultan's chest. The trap is sprung. The Turkish champion, desperate to save his Sultan, throws himself in front of the bolt. It is futile. The Afghan champion fires. The bolt pierces the Turkish champion and strikes the Sultan behind him. Silence falls over the valley. The Turkish flag is lowered.